Lesbian Detectives. Unsolved cases. She's still missing. Yeah, they haven't found her yet. Well, let's talk about it.
They say he vanished without a trace. Could it be a psychotic break or a tragic accident? Police don't know where the body went. Unsolved murders, body still missing. That's unheard. Where's the witness? Lesbian detectives, what's going on? City on high alert, this out the norm. He did what, the who? Man, that ain't real, these crimes ain't true. Then come uncover these theories with us. We live right now, tuning in is a must.
Right now, Lesbian Detectives. Lesbian Detectives. We about to start the show, so get your popcorn ready to go. Pay attention to the message I present to you, the Lesbian Detectives.
This is Lesbian Detectives. I'm Sierra.
And I'm Elizabeth.
And we are here to talk about missing and unsolved murders.
We are discussing cases that you have forgotten about or never even heard of.
So sit back, relax, and let's start this podcast. Welcome back, everybody, to a new episode in a new month. I really hope you guys enjoy our Halloween month. It was fun. I had a fantastic Halloween. I have to say, this Halloween was hands down one of the good ones. I feel like you can really enjoy yourself on holidays as a weekend because you just can turn up and you don't have to worry about going to work. And that's what I did. I took my daughter to school. She had a party. We took her trick-or-treating. Then my friend had a party and mommy had a good time. And then we went home and went to sleep.
Yeah.
And it was fun. Thank you, friend, for inviting me to your Halloween party. I enjoyed it and I needed it. Halloween next year is on a Saturday. And round of applause again. That means I get no work and I can turn up.
Asking for trouble.
Asking for trouble. So, guys, that was our Halloween. It was one for the books. Did you enjoy Halloween?
I enjoyed Halloween. A lot of people did not know our costume until I came along. Mm-hmm. So it was pretty good. The mask, it was a little hard to trick or treat with the mask. I was really just following my wife's footsteps, literally. Mm-hmm. Because I think I almost fell like once. I didn't know. I couldn't see.
I don't know. Yeah.
But it was good. Mm-hmm. I enjoyed it. I also won a contest at work. I dressed up as Mojo Jojo and I got second place. And then for the family, I was a guard for Squid Games.
Yeah. Next year, it's my turn. And I forgot I told you what I want. I'll do Wizard of Oz. Wizard of Oz. I loved that movie as a kid. My daughter's going to go as, I don't know yet.
Wendy.
No, I'm going to go as Wendy. There's Dorothy.
Oh, yeah, Dorothy. The fuck?
There's Peter Pan.
Pigtails. I just pigtails.
She doesn't have pigtails.
No?
What movie you on?
I don't know.
You really don't. It was a late summer evening in a quiet countryside town. The kind of place where everyone knows each other. Where the roads wind between fields and farms. And the air smell of freshly cut grass and distant wood smoke. Most people were settling into their homes after a long day that the ordinary rhythm of their life was about to be shattered. She left her home that evening, a young mother, carrying with her the weight of a daily life and the hope of a simple joy. In the back seat, a small child slept peaceful, oblivious to the danger creeping closer with each mile. The road ahead was familiar, safe, or so it seemed. Minutes later, the peaceful night erupted in chaos. Sirens pierced the air, lights flashing through the darkness, and a quiet town was thrown into shock. In a matter of moments, a life full of laughter, love, and promise was torn apart, leaving behind only questions. whispers, and a mystery that refused to be solved. No one saw it coming. No one heard the footsteps in the shadow. And yet, somewhere in the stillness, a story waits to be told. A story of love, loss, and the hunting of unknown. Tonight, we explore the night, piece by piece. Follow the trails of a life that ended too soon, and a family forever searching for answers. This is the case of Brittany Stykes. Brittany Stykes was born on May the 4th, 1991 in a small town in Ohio. She grew up on a farm in Ohio, where her parents, Dave and Mary, had moved with their 5 children about 20 years earlier. It was a quiet country life, one filled with early morning, animals in the barn, and the kind of closeness that only family can provide. David remembered Brittany as a child with boundless energy. She loved showing goats and chickens at the country fair. She rode horses as if she was born in the saddle. She loved the outdoors, the smell of fresh hay, and the sound of the wheels spinning on the dirt road. But more than anything, Brittany loved being with her family. We did everything together, David recalled. Car shows, drag racing, farm chores. You name it, we did it. She was always in the middle of it, laughing and smiling, making everyone feel alive. Mary remembered Brittany's heart. She loved life, she said. She loved her siblings. Family was everything to her. She just had the way of making people feel important, like they were the center of her world. Brittany's life was simple, but full, the kind of life that seemed untouchable until it wasn't. As a young adult, Brittany worked at Subway, where she met Shane, a man who would become her husband. Their relationship began slowly, as friendship often do. Small smiles, brief conversation, casual connections. Brittany had a boyfriend at the time, and Shane respected her boundaries. But one day, everything changed. Brittany called him, telling him that her relationship had just ended. In early 2011, they began dating. By February 2012, they were married. A few months later, little Aubree was born, a chubby cheeked girl with her mother's bright eyes and infectious laugh. Shane remembered those early days of fatherhood with a awe. I was shocked at first, but I told Brittany, we'll do this. Everything going to be all right. And we did. By the summer of 2013, Brittany was pregnant again. Life was quiet, ordinary, beautiful, and then in the span of a few hours, it was gone. That evening, Brittany had planned to drive to her parents' home after finishing her online interview. She would have celebrated her father David's birthday that night, something she always loved to do. She never arrived. Around 8 p.m., David and Mary were sitting on their back porch, waiting for their daughter to show up for the birthday dinner. The air was warm, heavy with a scent of freshly cut grass and summer flowers. Then sirens. A deep dread washed over Mary. She turned to David, whispering, "It's Brittany." David raced down Highway 68, sirens screaming in the distance, his heart pounding with each passing second. He begged officers to let him in, near the scene, desperate for any sign of any hope. They wouldn't. He asked one question, was it a yellow Jeep and a girl with long dark hair? The officer, quiet yes, shattered his world. Brittany had been ambushed, shot multiple times in her vehicle. Her baby girl Aubree had been shot in the head, but survived. She was airlifted to Cincinnati Children's Hospital, rushed into surgery, her tiny life hanging by a thread. The Jeep had been found deep in the woods, riddled with bullets. No shell casing, no footprint, no witnesses. Just the stillness of the night. broken by the flashing lights and the sob of a small town that couldn't believe what had happened. Detectives called it one of the most unusual crimes they had ever seen in Brown County. He was questioned, photographed, even followed, but after interviews and polygraph, he was cleared. The investigation turned into a maze of dead ends. Police explored a road rage incident earlier that day, rumors of a hired killer and possibly mistaken identity. Each lead fizzled. Investigators chased shadows while the killer seemed to dissolve into the night, leaving nothing but grief and questions behind. The town itself was rattled. Brown County didn't see many homicides. Something like this, a young mother, pregnant, ambushed on a quiet country road, seemed impossible. Friends described Brittany as gentle, kind, someone without enemies. What could have driven someone to such violence? Even as grief threatened to consume them, Brittany's family found hope in Aubree. The little girl shouldn't have survived, was alive. She went through multiple brain surgeries after part of her frontal lobe was destroyed. But today she is thriving, smart, curious, and vibrant. Shane says sometimes it felt like Brittany lived on in her daughter's laughter, expression, the way she moved through the world. Yet the pain never fully disappeared. Every year on August the 28th, the family gathered along Highway 68, the site of the tragedy. They light candles, leave flowers, and share stories of Brittany. The moments that made her so unforgettable, so deeply loved. And every year the gathering carries the weight of Dave's birthday. The day that should have been a celebration, but instead became a mark of unbearable loss. Mary said it best. We need justice because someday Aubree going to ask me what happened. And I want to have the proof, not just what I think. The case remains open. Detectives continue to use modern technology, analyzing every detail in hope of a breakthrough. There is a $50,000 reward for information leading to an arrest. Every tip matters. Every memory counts. Brittany's story is one of love, family, but also a story of unanswered questions, a crime that shook a small town, and a family refused to give up. It's a reminder of how fragile life can be, and how the most ordinary days, like a father's birthday celebration, can end in tragedy. It's been over a decade since that night, and yet Brittany's yellow Jeep remains a symbol of both loss and mystery. Her life, her laughter, her love for her family, all cut short, but not forgotten. And as for Aubree, she's a living reminder that even in darkness, there can be light. A light that carries her mother's memory forward. A light that demands justice be found. If you know anything about the murder of Brittany Stykes, please contact the Brown County Sheriff Office. Every detail matters. Every lead could bring the family the justice they deserve. As we close tonight's episode, let's take a moment to remember Brittany, a young woman who lived with joy, with laughter, and with a love for those around her that was impossible to ignore. She was born on May the 4th, 1991, and though her life was tragically cut short at just 22 years old, the warmth she brought into the lives of her family and friends remains unforgettable. Brittany loved the simple things, the wild open field of her family farm, the animals she tended to with care, the thrill of showing goats and chicken at the county fair, and the feeling of a horse beneath her. But more than that, she loved her family. She was the heart of every gathering, the spark that made ordinary moments feel magical. She had a way of making people feel seen, of making you believe that you matter in her world. She was a devoted mother, a loving daughter, and a cherished wife. Her little girl, Aubree, carried pieces of her mother's laughter, her spirit, and her life. Through Aubree, Brittany lives on, a reminder that even in tragedy, love endures. Brittany's life was full of hope, dream, and the quiet courage of someone who gave everything she had to the people she loved. Her story is a reminder of how fleeting life can be, how precious moments with those we care about truly are, and how the bond of a family can never be broken, even by the darkness of events. Though questions remain and the pain of loss linger, Brittany will always be remembered, not just for her tragedy of that night, but for the light she brought into the world, for the laughter she shared, the love she gave, and the lives she touched so proudly. Tonight, as we honor her memory, let us carry forward the light, a reminder to cherish those we love, to hold our families close, and to never let the love and spirit of someone as remarkable as Brittany fade away. Brittany Stykes, a life too brief and a heart and spirit that will never be forgotten. This is the case of Brittany Stykes. Now let's get into some theories.
Theories.
Let's get into some theories. Let's get into some theories. Everyone is a suspect until proven guilty. Let's get into some theories. Lesbian detectives. What type of thoughts you thinking? What theories running through your mind? I'm thinking all types of suspicion. Uncover the truth, what we can find. Witness say they saw somebody creeping out the back door. What you think they did it for? That's so crazy, I'm not sure. They found a car, where could she be? Here go another puzzle piece. Researching through your history. It's plenty unsolved mysteries. Everyone is a suspect until proven guilty. Let's get into some theories, yeah. Let's get into some theories. Let's get into some theories. Everyone is a suspect until proven guilty. Let's get into some theories. Lesbian detectives.
You or me?
Go ahead.
I thank you, I will. I feel like it was a road rage accident. I know how dangerous this world is. We have seen so many stories about people turning into the wrong house and getting shot at. I remember this story, I don't know it clearly, but these group of teenagers, they turned on a dark road and they didn't know where they was going. They got lost. And this man from his house was shooting at them and he shot a kid. I forgot if the person survived or not, but they were shot. And it seemed like this probably happened to Brittany. She probably know the way to her family house. But I have lived in the country, guys. I lived in country from I was a newborn up until I was like 19. To get to my house, you had to go through a long country road. And sometimes people will get in front of you if you drive too slow. So I feel like that may have happened. Brittany was pregnant. She probably was tired. She just had to do this interview. She got her daughter sleeping in the back seat. She was probably just chilling. You know, sometimes when I drive, I just go with the flow a little bit. Like I just go to the speed limit, have my music playing, singing along. I'm not racing. I'm just grooving, you know? And I feel like that's what Brittany was probably doing. And the car behind her, I'm just going to describe the car. I don't know how the car was, but I feel like it probably was a truck. He's beeping his horn like, girl, like drive faster, drive faster. And she's like, man, forget you. I don't care. You know, like she really didn't care. And he's beeping. And he probably like pulled in front of her. And I know as a pregnant woman, we have our emotions like high to the max, right? So she probably flipped him off, like, you know, like flipped him off. And he probably like mad, like, oh no, she didn't flip me off. And he probably stopped somewhere and just started shooting at her car, you know, and she probably went into the ditch. I think it was a road rage accident. I think it was somebody probably in that town. I feel like this person was in this town. I think it's probably someone in the family probably even know or passed by because they say this town is small. And I feel like it's somebody that did this. And it's sad that this happened to her and her daughter. And it just breaks my heart.
So clearly she was targeted, but there's no enemies that are known or listed in the case. Kind of like what you said, she was at the wrong place at the wrong time. Maybe pissed somebody off without knowing or not really caring because she has a million things in this world running through her head. it is a tragedy that her and her daughter got shot at. The good thing is that the daughter survived, but she had to endure multiple surgeries just to recover. And I really don't understand how people think that they can take somebody else's life. Like, how entitled are you to say this person should live and this person should not? But I know that whoever did it, karma is going to come and get you, honestly. I don't think there's a reason good enough to unalive somebody.
A pregnant mom and her daughter. Like, she was pregnant. Right. What's sad about this case, it doesn't have a lot of information. No. It's very small. Like, her case is just a page. It's her family that's really pushing her case out there. And I would add, like, their group and stuff in the description below. But it is sad that her family is fighting for her justice. And it's sad that her mom said, like, I need to figure out what happened to my child, because her daughter is going to come and ask grandmama, like, what happened to my mom? And she like, I want to tell her, like, hey, this person did this for this reason, even though it's not right, but they did this. She want to have facts. She doesn't want to like lie and say like, well, this person, we don't know. Like, she want to tell her grandchild something. I was reading some of the police reports and they were saying like, oh, it could have been a heart attack. Somebody could have hired somebody to unalive her. Or it could have been like her car, like somebody thought they had the right car, but it was the wrong car because her car was yellow Jeep. And it reminded me of, I'm sorry guys, switch your conversation a little bit. It reminded me of Serena Williams' sister. Her older sister got unalive because her I think it was boyfriend, her husband at the time, was in the truck and her car got shot into, but it was the wrong car. The person was going for a different car and her sister got unalive by accident. Just being there. So it's like, it reminds me of that. Like, okay, if it was the wrong car, how foolish should this person feel?
And they didn't leave any evidence behind. No bullet casings, nothing. So this person has clearly done this before.
Not even done this before. They have the knowledge of this.
Experience.
Yeah, so that is a good point. Because if you shot up her car and you shot up a couple times, you had to see her daughter just laying there motionless, right? And her pregnant, like you had to see her stomach. Did you stop and like, dang, I effed up?
No.
Like, that's why I think it was somebody in that small town. Probably had a bad day, mad about the world. I'm just saying, they could have easily traced those bullets back to the person. Like, what if this person bullets was a known thing? They're like, oh, let me get my casings up because I will get caught quick. So that's what I think. I mean, because you on that dirt road. The road she was on is a dirt road. A lot of people not going to go on that road to her family house. Her family live on a farm. So it's like, it had to be somebody from that small town. So if it really is somebody from that small town, it's another thing gonna be hard for the family, because what if this family actually know this person or see this person at the diner or at Walmart, anywhere you see this person, probably talk to this person. And if you are this person and you see that family and you don't have the guts to say, hey, yeah, I made a mistake, I unalive your child, let me do my time. You weak as hell. I'm sorry. I got a little mad because it's just sad that she was unalive for no reason. I mean, there's a lot of cases that people get unalive for no reason, but I just hate it dealing with a child in it.
Yeah.
Like, it's amazing that she did survive. Like, she was shot in the head. Like, that's amazing that she survived and she's healthy and she's thriving now. But you put this little girl through so much because of your rage and your hatefulness.
Right.
F off. Okay, I'm done, guys. I'm done. Sorry. Got a little heat in here. It's a little hot. Let me finish my sentence. Stop talking, I'll talk. Got a little hot in here. But that's our case. And I hope that if you have any information on this case, please let the Brown County, I said Brown, right? Brown County Sheriff Office know anything. Get this case out here, because this family want the justice. And give Aubree the peace of knowing what actually happened to her and her mother. Don't forget, we are on all podcast platforms. We on social media. I am bringing back True Crime 1 Minute. I took a little break, but I am bringing it back. we're gonna probably start back doing our Reddits. Guys, we've just been so busy. Like, we are trying to stay on top of this. Life has been lifing. But I feel like after the holidays and our vacation, we will get back to it. I promise you guys. I pinky promise. This is Lesbian Detectives. I'm Sierra.
And I'm Elizabeth.
And don't forget, everybody's a suspect.
So proven innocent.
Goodbye.
Lesbian Detectives. Unsolved cases. She's still missing. Yeah, they haven't found her yet. Well, let's talk about it. They say he vanished without a trace. Could it be a psychotic break? Or a tragic accident? Police don't know where the body went. Unsolved murders, body still missing. That's unheard. Where's the witness? Lesbian detectives, what's going on? City on high alert, this out the norm. He did what, the who? Man, that ain't real, these crimes ain't true. Then come uncover these theories with us. We live right now, tuning in is a must.
Right now, Lesbian Detectives, Lesbian Detectives. We about to start the show, so get your popcorn ready, let's go. Pay attention to the message I present to you, the Lesbian Detectives.